Hey everyone, it's Alex. Hope you're all doing well. Today in this video, I'm going to be showing a few of my favorite tips and tricks to make a good amount of gummies in this game. Now, there's a ton of clothes to buy, a ton of furniture to buy, and not everything is not like super duper expensive, but it's nice to have just a little bit extra so you can buy everything you want or buy a piece that's a little bit more expensive or buy a couple of clothing items that you've had your eye on. Now, some of these tips you have to kind of wait a little bit to unlock. It takes a little bit of time to get to that, but once you do, you'll be rolling in those gummies. So, if you're excited for today's video, please give a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, and let's get started. So, tip number one is to go to the Learnery where you can scan any new Ooblets that you have gotten through a dance battle where you've grown the seed, and there's 3 different types you can scan. You have a common, an uncommon, and a gleamy. And with gleamies, you get the most. You get 300 gummies. With common, you get 50. Uncommon, you get 150. Now, it may not seem like a lot, but the more that you gather and the more that you scan, you're going to get a ton of gummies. Tip number 2, open up your own store. Now, you don't make a ton of gummies. You can, but you have to unlock a couple things in order to be able to sell things for a higher price. Now, I am showing that I have town forageables. That's my day today, and most of the town forageables can't sell for a lot, especially because you don't want to sell things like your obsidian or clawflets or anything like that. But when you haggle with these customers, you can make a few extra gummies per item. Now, if you keep your shop open the entire day, you can make a pretty good amount of money, gummies that aren't sold through the other stores in the town. But I like it. It's just a fun little extra part of the game. You'll see that when I close the store, how many gummies I've made. It's not a lot at all, but it is a little bit more than if you just sold them in a store. So I think it's a really fun bonus of the game. And like I said, you can get those upgrades and you can sell things for a bigger price than if you were just to sell them at another store. Tip number 3 is to try to unlock the dance barn as early as possible, because this is a great way to get items that you can use in the future, like important like obsidian or coops, things like that. So I highly recommend trying to do them every single day, because you also, at the end of the first 2 dance battles, you get wishies. What are wishies? Well, they're going to help you unlock things for the future of the game. But what I really like about it is that you can actually get gummies through using your wishies. Now, it's not something that I do often, but if you do start racking in a bunch of wishies, it's a great way just to make a few extra 100 gummies, especially if you want to get like a piece of furniture and you've already spent all your gummies. I just find this to be a really easy and quick way to get them. Tip number 4 is talk to everybody in the town. Now, it takes a little bit of time to level up their friendships, but once you do, you usually get like a badge and some reward along with it. This could be things like planklets, other items of the sort, and even seeds and gummies. So, talking to them every single day and furthering your relationships with them can come with some really good rewards. Lastly, this is probably the most important, is upgrading with your wishies to get Plenty's orders as far advanced as you could possibly go. You'll see here that there are some really good things that you can make, and you can make like a boatload of gummies. But for example here, I'm doing the Lurge Lattes. Now, it takes a little bit of time to gather all of the resources for it, but once you do, you're going to be really rolling in those gummies. And I highly recommend just doing one like, every so often, as much as you can. I try not to do like all of them at once because then my inventory gets all crazy and I can get a little disorganized. So doing one at a time can ensure that you are going to definitely get a bunch of gummies. Alright, so that's going to do it for today's video. I really hope that these tips and tricks to earning a lot of gummies will be useful for you, and make sure to like the video, please subscribe, and comment below if you have any other tips that you have found to be really helpful in making a few extra gummies. And until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!